Professional programs. So our academic faculty is divided in 3 faculties. The first one is the Faculty of Arts and Creative Industries. So I understand that most of the students are looking for this today. We also have our Faculty of Professional and Social Sciences, including business courses. One of the largest one is our social business faculty, and Faculty of Science and Technology. So if you are in design, but it's more like a product design, then product design is actually like a transdisciplinary. That means it's a calibration from the science and technology and the arts and creative industry faculties. So our tuition fees is comparatively reasonable. I know that some of the university in London charge like £20,000 a year for undergraduate, for a foundation year. But for Middlesex University, although this is the tuition of 2021, and next year there may be some tuition fee raise, but we keep the tuition fee as low as possible, okay? So for the first year, if you come for the foundation year, it's £40,000. And on the second year, you progress to the undergraduate, it's also £40,000. We also keep your first year and second year and third year the same fees. Okay, so it depends on how much you pay on the first year. Then afterwards, you don't need to worry about the fee raise because we will keep the same fee. For the postgraduate art and design course, it's always £14,500. Okay, so there's some courses more expensive, but they are more on the science and technology or because of the bench fees. So for the postgraduate of art and design, it's quite reasonable compared to other courses. So let's focus on the Faculty of Arts and Creative Industries. So what kind of course areas that you need to look into? We have media, we have performing arts, design, and visual arts. So for the media, we have films, TV, advertising, PR, media, digital media, and creative writing. For the performing arts, we have dance, theater, music. So finally, we have design and visual arts. Design, fashion, interior architecture and interior design, and visual arts is graphic design, photography, fine arts, illustration, animation, and printmaking. So some of the background information of our Faculty of Creative Arts and Industry. As I said before, we have over 130 years history. It's beginning as Hansi College of Arts, and the faculty led by a lot of professional artists. They practice arts and design and as well as teaching at the same time. So if you have if you need some like very update information, they can give it to you. And then if you're looking for intern, they can offer some contact for you to interview with. Everything we do is designed to create engaged and successful graduate professionals and artists. Working is very important. We know that most of the students are artists. They may not they may not have a very good in commercial area, but we try to train students to be able to promote themselves and also be able to cope with the commercial world. That's why we encourage all students to do industry placement. For example, all the fashion students will take part in a 6-week work experience placement on their second year, which is inside the London Fashion Week. So some students can have even longer. So it depends on the design house that you are going to, because some design house will hire students for longer period to work for their London Fashion Week. London Fashion Week is always around spring, February or March. So in the beginning of the September of the second year, you will start working, start perfecting your CV, your portfolio to find an internship. As we have a strong links with industry, our students are always very competitive, and then there's a lot of competitions for the students to get into, and then they may earn some scholarship. We have guest lectures from very big brand name, such as Louise Gray, who is a very successful illustrator. And of course, I said we have free textbook for every module. So at the end of your degree, you will exhibit your work in our arts and degree final show, the degree show. And then it's a very great opportunity to show off your talents to the potential employers. So let me explain a little bit about the art and design degree show. You don't need to pay extra to participate this show. All the students have equal opportunity, okay? They will need to work on their final year, the final degree project for this show. So in June every year, over 500 final year art and design students will exhibit their best work and achievement at this annual big event. It will feature exciting work from animation to fine arts, graphic design, product design, and everything's in one. This is the best London location that you can look for. And we also print out the catalog as the final books for you. Of course, you can also print out your catalogs for yourself, because you need, some students will do some job hunting when the time you are having this final degree show. And every year, more than 5,000 people will attend the show to see the next generation of artists and designers. And these 5,000 people, we always invite the high-profile artists, employers, brand name to come to visit us. So it is your time to showcase your best work. So I can guarantee our show is the biggest and largest in London, because a lot of employers, gallery owners, or even some fine arts gallery will come and look at the work that students done, and then they may invite those graduates for calibration later. So these are some of the people that you will see from our art and design courses. So for instance, if you are in performing arts, so Helen Mirren is one of the Oscar winners and BAFTA winners of the best. She is obviously the best person, the best spokesperson of Middlesex right now. And for the fashion designer, we have Vivienne Westwood here, Dame Vivienne Westwood. So Vivienne Westwood constantly invite our students to do the London Fashion Week. So we always have students working for her London Fashion Week. Sir Anish Kapoor. So I think if you are into arts, you may know some of the building, like the Beans in Chicago, or this one, what we call it, I think it's the Optics, which is a celebration for the London Olympics.